Right, hopefully that's okay. Right, we've got this cheap guitar I paid £5 for off some guy outside a pawn shop. I was coming out. It was cash generators actually, and he was walking up the street towards there. I said, "You selling this guitar, mate?" And he said, "No," first of all. And he said, "How much do you want to give me?" And I said, "Name your price." And he said, £10. And I had a look at it, and I was like, "I'll give you £5." And he said, "Okay." First of all, he said no, but then he said, "Okay." But it was dark and it was raining. But it's not too bad. The neck's got a few stains on it, like it's been in a damp room or something. Something's been happening. But the action is crazy. Like actually crazy. So let me before I measure anything, let me just take you out. Can I spin the camera around? Yes. Look at this. Look at that. The 12th fret. That is crazy. So this is a guide, yeah, a gauge, which I put over the 3 strings here. This is as accurate as you're gonna get. Normally I like it to be 1.7-ish. So let's turn this on. Reset it. So when I push this down, anything over 170 is bad. 380. So that's a full 380. That's a full 2.1 mil out. Fucking insane. It's got to be the worst action I've ever seen. Ever. But anyway, we're going to try and rectify that. So let me flip you back on. Stick you back and hold it. The first thing you do, a lot of people start trying to drop the saddles or cut the net. Well, that is a ridiculous height there as well, but we'll see. The first thing you do, I'm hoping the truss rod's not damaged, because if it is, then it's caca-poo. But yeah, I'm going to adjust. First thing you do, you get a knob straight edge like this. This is a double scale, one side Fender, the other side's Gibson. So you stick on the Fender side because of this guitar, and it shows you the relief. I'm going to take it out again. Flip you around. So it shows you if there's any relief in the neck. Oh, I can't drop you as low as I want it. Can I zoom in? Oh yeah, look at the gap there. See that gap? You're not supposed to see my finger behind any shadow. There's a massive gap, which is, I mean, it's insane. It's insane relief. I just wish I could had something to show you, to demonstrate. Probably fit that under there. Oh, I can't quite get to it. Anyway, just take my word for it. There's a massive gap. So the first thing you do is try and get that gap down, which means adjusting the truss rod. Warped. Yeah, well, I'm going to adjust the truss rod. I don't know if the electrics works. I thought I had a little lamp in here, but it's in the house. I lent it to my nephew, and they all went away, so it's still in the house. But let me get some Allen keys. Figure out what size. So with that one or that one. See what the next some of the strings up. The way the strings are tied on weird as well, so I'm not going to put new strings on it quite yet. I'll find out if it can be set up first. Strings yet, eh? keep forgetting which way you got to turn it to do what. And on this scale of warpness, I feel like it's this one. Feels like the truss rod is, don't feel like it's broke. There's some pressure, so test it. Okay. Right. Am I making that worst or better? It might be worst. Might be going the wrong way. Oh, I think we are. How many turns do I give it? Yeah, that's not getting any smaller now. Yeah, I definitely went the wrong way. I think. Well, I hope anyway. Cause right, now we're taking up the slack the other way. Let's see if there's a difference. Yeah, definitely. It's fucked up, this neck. A lot of tension, it's got to be put on it. Needs a bit more. Much better though. That's a lot of pressure. Sometimes I expect the truss rod just to pop out the fucking fretboard. A little bit more than I would like. Crazy amount of pressure on that truss rod. It's still not right though. So I need to do more. That's got to be it. Smidgen more. I'll do for now. There's so much pressure on there. Get it sprung back up. Get it tuned in. Hello, man to one man voices code band. Wait. Yeah. I mean, I just do the things I like to do, man. Yeah, it's a dual action, yeah. As far as I'm aware. Let's check this down. This fucking... I bought it for a fiver off somebody. You were just walking through town with it. The action was 3.8 mil. Let's just check this. Don't know if this guitar's ever been fucking tuned in. Right, let's check the action again. See how far we go down just with the truss rod adjustment. Got it down to 2.75, so we've taken a mil off it. Just on the just on adjusting the neck. But also we've got something stuck in it there. You can see. Like a jack plug. Something I can't pull out my hands. I'm hoping that's not going to be damaged, but we're going to get a pair of pliers. See what's going on. Yeah. Pretty sure that's off. Some headphones. Oh shit, it's a little bit crusty. Let me go get an amp, see if it works. Nice, got a little lamp to test it. The chances of all the pickups working, I reckon. Why can't I get that plug in there? Weird. Power her up, baby. Let's power her up. It's working. fucking working, man. Good configuration as well. Going on with the chat. Yeah, see what you're saying. Action. Did you release the tension, or am I seeing mirror image? Oh, you're seeing mirror image probably. Did I release the tension? So like this guitar. Yes, I want a coffee. I'm not sure how low we can get this down. Let's have a look. Now what we're going to do. We don't want to release. Oh, that's too hard to be doing that. Let's see what's going on there first before we do anything else. I think I know what the problem is. Let's just have a look. I see a lefty guitar. Nah, it's not a lefty, man. I don't think there's such thing as a lefty truss rod. The only time when the truss rod adjustment changes is if it's reversed and it's down this end. The adjustment is down this end because obviously it's flipped. Well, see what's going on by your. Oh yeah, that's way too. That needs bending back. So when that goes in, that's fucking. Oh fuck! So we snapped that off. So we need a new. Now we need a new. I've never seen that snap before like that. That's insane. I've got a spare one. Just gonna have to solder a spare one on. I've never seen that arm snap off that easy. Normally you can just bend it back. Give a little bit of. That's insane. Anyway, it's all rusty in there anyway, so it's too good to have a new one. Let's take that off. Okay. 10 mil. I bet it's upstairs. Pointy ones. Where are the pointy ones? There we go. Yes, what's happening, Mike? Bought this guitar for a £5, Mike. Of some guy outside cash generators. That can be cleaned up. I just need a new one of them. I just snapped the fucking pin off the inside of this, trying to bend it back. That bit. That holds. It's the piece that holds in there. The guy inside the guitar, it was too tight. I tried bending it back a bit and it just snapped off. Never ever seen that happen ever. Never in my life. There you go. Now we're going to lower these. See how low we can get this action. Oh, you alright? Apparently I got coffee on the way. I'll drop this first one down. Fucking. This is a gear for music guitar. It's I don't know. It's a cheap as fuck guitar, but getting this action down. When I started, the action was 3.8. I'm probably going to strip it down and just use the neck for something else, and then take the pieces off. It's proper light body. Here's a deal. He said a tenner. He asked a tenner. I was coming out with cash generators. Kate took Harry in for an eye test, and I was just fucking looking on the charity shops and all that. As I come out, he was walking towards it, and I was like, "Is that for sale, mate?" I didn't know what it was. I just seen he had a guitar. And he's like, first of all, he said no. And he's like, "Yeah, go on then." All right, let's see what I've got it down to now. But that is pretty much as low as the saddle goes. I didn't want that really. $1.75. That's as low as it goes, and that's roughly where I want it to be. So that's where we fucked up. Anyway, to change that is to put a shim in the neck to give it a slight back angle on the neck, and then that gives you more height adjustment. Yeah. Good morning, my music success journey. What's up? What's your name? I don't know your name. If afternoon, yes, afternoon. If you're new here, everyone's name have changed to fucking email address. So unless your name is in the name, the alignment of this neck is off as well. Because this string's right over this fret. It needs to be twisted a little bit, I think. So light, this guitar. I'll just drop that one as well. Yeah. Have coffee. Yucky da, boyo. My name is Ivan. Hello, Ivan. Welcome. I'm going to show you now what I mean about this neck. This is why it's pointless even keeping this guitar, really, as it is. Look at the alignment of the strings. I mean, I could take the bridge off and shift stuff, or just adjust the neck, probably. But look at this side. Look how much space that is there. Now look at this. It's crazy, man. It's not that bad at this end. But the neck for fibre all day long. Although there is some warp in it. I've had to straighten up with a truss rod. There's a lot of pressure. Like to sand all this. If you have a look at the back here, there's a bit of mould I can see that's formed in the wood, which means it's been and it's been either wet or damp, which I mean, I suppose it's both the same thing, isn't it? But I can harvest. I was going to do a full setup on it, but I don't think I should. I don't think I should bother. All the pickups work. Just needs a new jack input now. The selector works. I mean, this is okay if it's put on right somewhere. But because of the difference there and there, built by Stevie Wonder, yeah. Right, what I'm gonna do first, before I do anything like that. Like I've had to drop these saddles as low as they go. Literally, you'd have to take those grub screws out because otherwise you'd lose them. Let me check the action height now. Right up in that one could come up a little bit, but still, they're literally bottomed out. Should I just do it? I can also see the frets need a little bit of addressing, like reseating and all that. Maybe a total refret. Also, I want to see the radius. I'd imagine it's a 12-inch radius, but let's see. Yeah, 12-inch radius. Hang on. It's the most common cheap guitar radius. Got this shit to read while we're saying. Can we see? So I have a bass guitar, and I used tapeworm strings on it. I noticed. I get it. Seems like round the nose. I'm using tape. String. I'll tape wound. I'll tape one. Tape wound strings. Well, you're just getting like a grounding issue. I'm not sure, man. My main speciality when it comes to guitars, when it comes to electrics and all that, I'm not really that clued up. Like I can build them, I can make from this side, from this part to this part, and everything in between. I can make all that perfect. I can build them, I can carve them, I can set them up, I can intonate them, I can do the frets. When it comes to the electrics, it's so many varieties and just different setups and what do you call it, configurations. It's not really my speciality. Although I can wire up a fucking any sort of thing, because anyone that wires up guitars, before, I don't give a fuck who they are, before they wire them up, they get a diagram up to have a look at. I don't care if they've been doing it fucking 50 years, they're definitely still going to get a diagram up first. You'd be so stupid not to. And once you've got a diagram, you just follow the diagram. So that's the sort of, that information don't really store in my head well. You know? Yeah, I have noticed that. Thanks, man. You're welcome. Jeff, get up. Ozzy. I got bad teeth as well, man. I went to the dentist Wednesday, and they talked it out of pulling the tooth out. Fucking stupid. I should just have it out. What's the time? Because I got school run. Right. We're stripping this guitar down. I'm not going to bother setting it up. Or should I? Let's just take it all down on the Let's see how it is. Let's fucking do it. I can see the frets are heavy though. They're like the gaps underneath them is pretty fucking horrendous. I'd be surprised if we don't get no fret buzz. Just having these grub screws. Do you know if I just took these grub screws out, just that's worth a fiver. Because you'd be surprised how many times someone brings me a guitar to set it up and it needs like a grub screw or something stupid. As long as you've got a little tub full of stuff. Look at that. You can fix anything, you know. I would have the radio on. Are you a luthier by trade? I know I'm one by design. I'm a jack of all trades and a master of none. But a jack of all is better than a master of one. You know. Right, that is bottomed out, boy. Just give this a little tune up again. No, that's bottomed out there. Let me see what's happened to this neck. So I think it's gone the other way. Oh no, there's still a bit of relief. I basically know what you gotta do. It don't help, it's because the string's not really on properly. Yeah. Just subbed, nice one. I forgot to like and sub, yeah boy. I am now to set mine up. Just to learn how. I am going to set mine up. Just to learn how. Yeah. Honestly, you're better off learning to do it yourself, man. Because it is an easy process. I know some people just can't. Some people will never be able to. So, you know, it's a good job there's other people that can do it for them. But most people can do it, really. See, that's 119, so I've got to bring that up. So there is a little bit of give. 174. That'll do. I wouldn't expect to get, you might need to go up a little bit more, but I wouldn't expect to get this sort of neck anywhere near. Oh, it's 190 now. I'm going to leave it at 190 actually. It's a little bit high, but it's not got to come down as well, so there's a lot of give there. If I put a capo on the first fret, just give a little indication of what it can come down to here and there. We'll put it in the nut properly. 120, 22. Yeah, that's pretty good. Time this nut gets cut, if I'm gonna do it. Yeah. Now we do the same to the IE. Let's take this whammy bar off a minute. Well. It's Danish. Dial indicator. I'm an engineer, so I ought to be. Oh yeah, if you're an engineer, you fucking 100% can do it. What's going on, Danish? I'm wondering if I can tilt this neck a little bit. I'm going to try a side quest. Let's loosen this neck on it. Shouldn't really do it under tension the way it is. Definitely use the right screwdriver. It used to look a little skewish too. Just right. There we go. Just the neck wasn't really pulling straight. I'm so fucking light though. There's a crack there. There's a crack by there. Yeah, it's no. This guitar is no good, man. I mean, it's alright if somebody you haven't got one. It's better than nothing, but. See what happens when I tighten these up now. It's not sitting properly, but slightly better, but it's still pulled itself back into. Do you know what? I'm just wasting my time trying to set this up. This is a parts guitar, so we're going to break it down to parts. I'll do the school run soon. Yeah, I'm not going to fuck around. But I literally give you exactly what you need to know about doing a setup. So first of all, you check the fretboard with a notch straight edge, which is like this. And if you can get hands on one of these, because they are expensive, you can make one. I've made many, and basically what you got to do to make one, here's one I made for a bass guitar. You just get a ruler that's the straightest you can get, and then you mark it on you put on over your guitar neck, and where the frets are, you put a mark on every fret, and then you just file it out like that. So as long as the ruler's straight, pretty straight, and you can get away with doing it like that. Or you can go crazy and buy one of these, which costs a fucking fortune. But if it's something you're going to do a lot, get a proper one. So anyway, let's take these strings off. Let's see what we got for the fiver. This is like a butcher with a fucking big piece of cow. I'm not even going to save the strings. I normally save the strings, but they're all tied on and shit. Who the fuck ties strings? If you tie strings, then you are a string tire. I got no fucking patience for your bullshit. It's fucking insane. Look how much shit it's giving me. Here's my little pokey. Oh, the okey pokey. There you are. My little homemade prison shank. Look at this shit, like. This is crazy. Look, I'm bleeding now. Like, why am I bleeding changing strings? That's because some fucking idiot. How the fuck do you even tie a string? A fucking string. Fucking sausage. You shouldn't have to fucking reverse crochet a fucking guitar string, should you? Yeah. Where you at, my friend? Access. I'm in Wales. I'm in Wales, man. In the UK. They're small screws now. I'm gonna fuck them up. Screwdriver it is. Afternoon. And other times. All these little screws, see? These are gold dust. Keep these right. Got plates. It's our first little harvest. All the springs and everything. Get these strings up. I'm going to keep all that in and keep the bridge on. Just take the pickups out. Snip this off and snippity snipper. If you're ever undoing one of these, I've made the mistake before. When you get to this screw, you undo it because it's like the next one, without realising it's what's holding the pickup in. So those 3 running either side of the pickups don't need to come out. Listen, tap the screen if you're enjoying the stream. Fucking rhymes. It just gives the video a like, that's all. Helps the algorithms. See, these pickups will be used on a custom guitar or singer. What? Deer. Where's deer? It's not going over the neck's going over the pick guard. So can you even get it off? No, that's dodgy. Also no spring in the last saddle, which I've got when the saddle's going to come off. I've got to take the ground out of there. So the saddle's coming off. So I'm going to take these springs up. Release the pressure. What is going on there? Wow, I can only stab myself on the wrist then with the drill. Pretty sure these screws are deformed. Look at my glasses. Now for the springs, the grounding plate. There we go, so we've got a fucking scratch guard with pre-wired scratch plate basically. That's definitely worth a £5. What's going on with these drill bits? Yeah, I'm working but lurking. This saddle I haven't got a spring in by there. Where's my president's shank? This is the lightest. I don't. It feels like it's made out of fucking sponge. How light it is. I'll take the neck off. So the neck screws in the holes in our neck. There's some things here. Let me show you. They're worth having. That is so light, man. But yeah, that's no good. That's firewood. Oh, I've got to take these off as well. I'll probably use these on Andy's guitar, actually. Strap buttons. One. There's another body to add to the fucking graveyard of bodies I've got. That'll never be used. It's a firewood now. Right, so we got two strap buttons. We got four neck screws with the neck inserts, like to basically, instead of having a neck plate. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a bridge on the saddles and the whammy bar, tension plate, and all the springs. All this shit can be used, see? Look at the holes in this neck. So that's going to be replugged. I'm not sure what wood it is. Some sort of maple, but I'm going to take all these off because these are, they're not that great. I'm going to sand the whole thing down and then make it better, because the whole thing is how it's finished. The frets might be able to get cleaned up and pushed in a bit better and seated a little better. I've seen people doing, yeah, I mean you could do, depends. I mean it's got when you got a block out and all that, I mean, they could put a finish over it or something. Yeah, good. I mean, that and seats is good. Make them into stools and stuff. But this is so light, you could fucking look at that. I could throw that for fucking miles. Yeah, that's not a bad little $5's worth of fucking shit. Why is that so? Take these tuners off as well. They're never going to be used. Do this side first. Is that rain? Yeah, that's rain, man. when you're stripping these off, always take this one off before you undo these screws. It just holds into place for you. At the end of the day, this is just wood, isn't it? You know what I mean? I know you can get nicer bits of wood and stuff, but as long as it's sanded nice, and fretboard's a bit weird one. Yeah, but as long as it's sanded nice and finished nice, the neck's a neck, isn't it? The frets are nice and feels nice in your hand. That's all that counts. The reason they can sell these guitars so cheap is how they're put together. It's just machined, and then just factory full of people just nonchalantly just fucking whacking pieces together. Spring trees. Yeah, I'd fill all those holes and everything. That's a plastic nut. That's not worth shit. That rocker. See how bad the frets are. You know what, they're not that bad actually. They're pretty fucking flat. Just run it down the middle anyway. There's only four that I found a little issue with. One. Two. 3. 4. Only 4. There's only 4 with an issue. 1, 2, 3. 4. 5. 6 issues on the top half. Not bad, man. That can be leveled. Won't hold this tune. I mean, there could be a few reasons why. Machine heads might need new machine heads. Oh, look, we're an hour in. Hey, you making the fenders? Hey, are you making? No, I just stripped one down. For anyone interested, I'm in the middle of building this for somebody. This 3-string cigar box guitar. The last episode I started carving the neck a bit. But yeah, this is all handmade. I've got a fretboard as well that I'm working on still at the moment. But this is the fretboard. All handmade from scratch. Scratchy doodles. Listen, we're an hour in, man. I gotta go do the school run and shit. So I'm gonna have to love you and fucking leave you. With my spectacles. And just so you know, I'm tuning in from Chicago, this area, and I can hear the rain. George, you want to see? I'm in Wales, man. You want to see my rain? That's my gutter, and you can hear that bit of drop in there. Look at this shitty weather. Look. Proper shit. I'm in Wales, in the UK. Nice. Right, listen. Peace out, and I'll see you all soon, man. Adios.